Hello, my name is Sekit, and we are playing FTB Revelation. And first thing I want to do today is upgrade these machines from thermal. We're trying to charge our jetpack. It's very slow, folks. It's very slow indeed. So we're going to start with Hardened Upgrades. This should basically double everything. Um, we're just going to need some bronze gears, a whole bunch of Invar that we made in previous episodes. Now let's see. Right now, this thing does 40 RF a tick. It's got a 40,000 RF capacity. Now it's a hardened steam dynamo. Okay, it does 60 and it's got a 60,000 capacity. So let's see, we go from 2 million to 8 million and 4,000 RF. It'll transfer. So this is all these upgrades happen a little differently, and that's just fine. The one I'm super interested in is this one. I guess it's transferring 50 RF a tick, and that's pretty slow here. It also only holds 50,000. So let's see, now it'll hold 75, and it transfers 75 a tick. So that's, that's fast. I mean, actually, it looks a lot faster. Cool. Now it's time to take a swim. What we're looking for is this Aquamarine Shale stuff, apparently, which there's a little bit like right here in my face that I didn't know was here. You find it in, pretty commonly in sand in rivers. And, oh, we're drowning. Now we're gonna need a little bit of it. I'm out here gathering up some marble from this astral temple, and our cobalt pick leveled up. We now have another modifier slot that we can use on it, so that's cool. Now what I want to try to make is a resonating wand, and we can do that. Wonderful. What do we do? Do we shift right click maybe? So let's try darkness. Let's see. And by darkness, I mean nighttime. It's starting to get dark anyway. Okay, the mechanics are different from what I'm used to. We're gonna have to make a little sooty marble with marble and coal, and then just, I guess, any kind of marble plus a crafting table, and we can just get it. Cool. We're gonna have to use this thing at night, so we're gonna make a mega torch from Torchmaster. It will prevent hostile mobs from spawning in a radius. I want to say the default in modern versions is 64, but that's adjustable in the config, and you never know what it's going to be for any particular mod. And light level overlay is no help. That's showing me exactly what I saw without the Mega Torch, so that's okay. We'll see how it works. We're going to need to craft at night. Now, one thing we do want to do, this is just the Akashic Tome, but it'll work just fine. You shift click and you get an inventory. We might be able to put all the other constellation paper in there too. We are going to need these extras because they're not really extra. Okay, we can't put them in there. They're not really extra. They're constellations that we can't perceive yet. That those will unlock when we get to the right point in the mod. So it's not night, but this is already filling up. This reservoir here is how much starlight you have to craft with. Varies depending on the time of the day. I'm not used to there being any in there when everything's still this bright. Let's shut off this waypoint. But what we want to make, and I'll bet we can already, is a glass lens. And what you do with all of these, you right-click with your resonating wand. Da-ding! One glass lens. And then we want to make ourselves a looking glass. Oh, we'll need sticks. We'll need sticks of some variety. We have sticks. Where'd the looking glass go? There it is. Okay, so this is how much Starlight is needed to do the crafting. So we'll have to wait for it to get a little bit darker. And so far, Torch seems like it's doing a good job. I'm not seeing baddies around. And that's kind of what we want. Okay, that's enough. Get our nice animation. Fancy noise. And now we can start looking for constellations. We'll know them when we see them. Yeah, like that. So shift will lock this. And I think, whoops, well, we'll take a look at it anyway. I'm pretty sure it's this one. So we're gonna try to draw that. Let's see. Well, no, maybe it isn't that one. It doesn't look quite right. It could be this. Let's give this a try. Evitus. So we would go doom, doom, something like that. I feel like I'm not doing a very good job here. All right, well, that's what we're working with in terms of stars that we can see. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too particularly good at this. I don't think it's this one. I really don't. I don't think it's this one either. Aha, I'll bet it's this one, this Visio. So let's see, that would be and like that, like that, and like that. And these connect like this. Boom! Get an advancement. Very nice. Can we see any other constellations tonight? Let's get ourselves a good look around. Looks like that's what we have. Cool. Now the resonating wand does stuff at night too. You see those particles? We're gonna go investigate. Hopefully it's not too dangerous. What this is telling us is that there's that rock crystal ore underground here. And you find it all the way down at the bottom of the world. Which, really that far down in this version. And as we dig down, we're starting to see a little far-off particle effect. So we're digging in the right. Oh, hello. What? Do you see that over there? We'll deal with the rock crystal first. There we go. And we got two of them. Very nice. Oh, I think it was just a log. I think we were just seeing a log. All the mossy cobblestone we'll ever want down here. Now that we've done some of this stuff, we had discovery before. But now we've got We have to zoom all the way out here. Let's see. Now we have exploration available to us. And the first thing that we want to investigate is a Phosic Resonator. So, okay, we want liquid starlight for that. So let's go back and we'll look at light wells. Okay, we'll need rock crystals for this, so good we have some. It's some of this marble stuff we've been picking up. So if you hold shift over these rock crystals, you can see some stats. And what we're going to do is we're going to use the smallest one. I think saving the bigger ones for other things is probably wise. That's interesting. In later versions, you don't get starlight in the daytime. I'm not complaining. It does make this quite a bit more convenient. I'd rather have the light well now. Now with the light well, you can melt down a couple of things into liquid starlight. You can melt the rock crystals, but I don't recommend that. Melting the aquamarine, which are much more plentiful, is a better way to go. Now I believe that this stuff is a liquid like any other liquid. It is in some versions. Doesn't like connecting to that. Let's see. How about... Well, let's see if we can get that out of there at least. I'd hate to break it. Now... Alright, it's worth the experiment. See what happens if we put it right on top. Okay. That was worth it. We'll throw a servo on there. We'll turn redstone signal to ignored. Throw that in, and our tank should start filling up. Very good. And this we can see exactly how much is in there, so that's awesome. I just heard a huge explosion. Oh, it wasn't in my base. Now, if you've discovered a constellation that happens to be visible in the sky on any given night, and there seems to be a 28 Minecraft day cycle to the stars, punctuated by an eclipse, which is important. There's a constellation you can only discover the night after an eclipse. What's going on? Oh, it blew up it was the pipe! The pipe was the explosion. That's bananas. Okay, here we go. This one's pretty easy. It's just a bunch of lines radiating out from the central point. Any more we can see tonight? We're getting pretty lucky. It looks like that's it for tonight. Okay, I think we have a bucket of this stuff now. Wow, that one broke fast. What we want next is a Starlight crafting altar. We're going to go ahead and get it going. And it's going to transform this block. We're then going to need to take the block and make a multi-block structure with it. Pretty good animation, even this early. It's pretty good. Done in a second. Nice. Now this has a different GUI. You can see that's all, the reservoir is all red because it's not part of the multi-block structure that it needs to be part of. Now in the manual, you can get a complete list of everything that you're going to need to make this. Now wherever we put it, we're going to move it because we're going to want it someplace special, but we're going to need this fancy altar, I think, to make the thing that we need. So what is it we do? We shift right click, we right click, or is that a new mechanic? Yeah, okay. In newer versions, you can click on this thing, it'll give you a ghost block version of what we need to build. But we'll just have to do it the old-fashioned way. And you can see that this now has a little bit of Starlight in it instead of just being red, because we now have the multi-block structure. It's not too hard to make. Now the first thing we want to make is the telescope. This is the upgraded version of the looking glass. We're going to need a lot of Starlight to make it, but it's going to be worth it. Okay, I don't think we have access to enough Starlight here to upgrade this. So we're going to try to make a Phosic Resonator, just the simplest one, at least. Very good. This will allow us to see where the Starlight is strong. I don't even have my jetpack on. Okay, so here's a potential spot. You see that blue cloudy effect down there? That means the Starlight's strong down there. There's a better version of that that's got like white sparkles in it. We're gonna see if we can find that around. If not, that'll do. This is exactly what we're looking for. So we'll just mark this. Cool. Now that spot is far enough away, it's like over here, that I'm gonna want another megatorch to put down in that area. I thought, so I need more gold basically, but I thought since we have the extra, what do you call it? Okay, so that'll give it, yeah, luck. That's what we're looking for. Luck is the fortune mechanic in Tinkers. And it takes a lot of lapis to go all the way up, at least it often does. But even one piece is better than none, so that's going to help us out. Now, we basically filled this thing up. I got the gold we needed, but we can upgrade these crates or build bigger ones, but I think I want to move stuff like cobblestone into some Yaba barrels. Yaba, yet another better barrel attempt. Pretty cool. I gotta see if crafting tweaks is available for this version. Put that in there. These are kind of like storage drawers. They hold a lot of one thing. And we will be getting into storage drawers, but I haven't gotten to use barrels like this in a good long time. So yeah, those look great. And what we'll do is we'll take cobblestone, and you just right click it in there, and let's see how much. I think they might hold 32 stacks by default. We'll find out. And definitely more than 32. Cool. So I've gone up here above the clouds in that spot where we had the sparkly blue clouds, and you can see even with the sun up, we've got significantly more starlight to work with. Sun's not even completely set, and we have enough starlight in the reservoir to make the upgrade. Now this will allow us to see more stars, and it's just more convenient to use. Instead of kind of bouncing around the sky, this is something you actually put down as a block. And then you've got sections of sky that you can see. And there's one right here that I think I might know how it works. Let's see. Aha, there we go. Avitus. We picked up Dissidia. And what's that one? Armara? Okay. I thought it was unusual that I saw the basic ones and none of the other ones, so we're gonna see if this teaches us anything more. Nothing here. I mean, it's okay. We got the one we wanted, at least for the time being, which is Avitus. We'll have to figure out what the mechanics are for learning the other ones, or maybe we just got unlucky with the Now that's the Looking Glass, so which one? Oh, that's the Exploration chapter. So, should be Attunement that tells us about this, right? Look out more than one constellation at a time in one night. Okay, telescope, possible to look deeper. Doo-doo-doo. Ah, okay. So we've got to do attunement before we're going to be able to recognize the dim constellations as opposed to the 5 bright ones. That's fine. What we want here is to make an attunement altar, and you can learn all about that right here. We are going to need star metal. And maybe it's time to start thinking about how to grow rock crystals. Next thing we need is going to take some iron ore. So I went mining, and it's 64 stacks. The barrels hold by default. So we're going to upgrade to the iron tier. We're going to need, let's see, a chest. Do we have a chest? Yes, we do. We'll need a little bit of paper. All right, we'll make our blank barrel, we'll make a ton of blank barrel upgrades. It's 16. Pretty cool. Iron tier. That little thing down there with the iron and the 45, that's from Thaumcraft. We'll be getting into that soon. All right. Doesn't look that different, does it? Sure holds more. Gotta want to make a linking tool also. That'll have to do with the iron ore. So we'll have to wait for nightfall here. No big whoop. And here we go. Awesome. Now we're back at the Astral Temple. And what I believe we do, that's fine. We'll want to select collector crystal, linked collector crystal to a block, and to this one, and to this one. We're just right clicking here. And you see the particle effects coming off the iron ore. Any moment now, they should change to, yeah, okay, star metal ore. Wonderful. And you can see as we're going, we don't have to relink to the block. This will remain linked to this block, even if it's a block of air or we change it. And that's how we get it. Now that we've got it, there's 2 things we want to do with it. And the first is we're going to go ahead and shut the auto output off and turn this auto input. We're going to take 8 of these, and they do work with the pulverizer in this, and just make them into the stardust, of which there are a myriad of uses. But you see there's uses for the star metal ingots as well. Let's see if we can get an idea how many different things we'll be doing with that. Okay, so quite a bit. So maybe we ought to go like half and half here. Okay, so here's the thing. You can't actually smelt the dust in a redstone furnace. You need to do it in an induction smelter with some sand. So we got no sand at all. We'll have to get some. So let's give this a try. 36 should be a good amount. Yeah, okay. Sweet. So we are going to need 8 spectral relays. And for that, we're going to need 8 lenses. And we can craft them all at once. And with all of those lenses, we're going to make 8 spectral relays. I think we got everything to finally make the Attunement Alter block. And I guess we can just make it? Let's see. That can't be right. Are we missing something? Starlight crafted, that's what we got. There must be something we're not seeing here. I don't believe that we can actually craft this full day like this. Some stuff you can. That's that just doesn't look right. Is it this thing right here? I thought that was colored a little blue on the other one. But it's like it just doesn't recognize the recipe. It's a Starlight crafting altar. We've got the rock crystal. Oh, an attuned rock. No, just a regular rock crystal should work just fine. Hmm. Oh, now I see the picture. Maybe we couldn't tell the difference because it had to be filled up completely. That must be it. Now, the structure we have to build is pretty big, so we're going to want to, you know, get 225 exactly sooty marble and make sure we're making the proper size shape. So let's see. Okay, very cool. We can see particle effects. We built the thing right. That's very exciting. Um, what we want to do is map out a Vetus on it. And I think you can hold it or you can put it in your offhand, I hope. Maybe yes, maybe no. Maybe that doesn't work in this old version. Or maybe it just has to be dark. Oh, it'll be dark soon, we'll find out. Oh yeah, it's under the night sky. Okay, yeah, I think I'm starting to see what we're looking for here. We'll let it get a little darker so we're sure we're seeing what we think we're seeing. Okay, we got one right there. Oops. One here. Looks like one here. Got one here. One over here. And the last one over here. So, I think the constellation's in the sky. We should see it do its thing soon. Oh, we're missing one. Here we go. Yeah, okay, that's what we're looking for. It'll draw the constellation. And then we're gonna jump right into this. Yeah! We'll see a nice animation. Yeah, that looks really good. Now, what's happening here is we're tuning ourselves to the constitution of Vetus. And that will allow us not only access to see the dim constellations in the sky with the telescope, but it'll also unlock the perk tree, which is very powerful. But you want to do that early in your run. So we're gonna run back into our little hidey hole real quick and get rid of some of this stuff in the inventory because we need to pick up more constellation papers. We can see it's learning constellations over there on the left. Okay, so nothing. The rest of these all have something on them. So we'll just go ahead and put them in our astral tome and we'll go see if we can see any in the sky. Okay, yeah, there's a new one here somewhere. Looks like kind of hexagon looking, isn't it? So let's see. Yeah, I'll bet it's this one, this Mineralis. So let's see. And up and over here. And we draw it out. And the last line. There we go. All right, sun's rising. Now you might have noticed another tab over here. This is the perks grid or thing. Um, it's set up a little different from what I'm used to. We're starting in here in the middle. So we'll want to see what's where. Now to learn these other routes, we'll have to attune ourselves to the proper constellation. But we've got this right here. And let's see where okay, there's only one place to go. We go here to maximum life, plus 2 life, 15% life. Cool. And I think that's gonna about do it for this time. We will be back next time, probably start getting into Thaumcraft and thinking about building ourselves a little base to get out of the hidey hole. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.